Right, so hey guys, and welcome to P3D. Yes, we're back. So, 2 weeks out in Finland, had a good Christmas, had a good New Year's, but it's time to get things back to normal, and today we start off with a live stream. So, flying the Ryanair today from Rzeszow to Stansted, flying in Delta Yankee Alpha, our go-to aircraft for this sort of stuff, and yeah, it should be a pretty good one. So, this is a flight I've done plenty of times before now. We all know it. And, we'll get everything set up and ready to go shortly. Currently in avatar mode, if you don't know already. I don't know. Avatar mode for me has always been a bit of an unloved mode for the, where's the spot view? P3D. I quite like it. You can actually do proper walkarounds and all that. Underrated, that's for sure. Get right up close to the aircraft. Anyways, we got set this one up, so let's head to the cockpit and turn it all on. Should be relatively simple. I mean, like I said, it's been a few weeks since I last properly did a live stream in this M3. So I've properly flown it, so pretty much get to the standard ground power active. Just the audio, make sure everything sounds properly. And get everything ready to go. So, first things first is presumably the set the overhead. So all that comes on. No fuel yet. We need to fuel up the aircraft. We'll do that in a couple of moments. The hydraulics are active. Packs are off. Beads are all off. That looks good. We can also turn on the, there you go, steady lights set. Head to the FMS. Let's go for the basic ground setup. So, first thing I'm going to want is fuel. We need 9370 kilos of fuel on board. So request a fuel truck. While that happens, I will also load up that thing, so I just realised I'm not actually connected to it yet. That arrives, we'll set up the rest. So, passengers on board today is 184. Reduce the capacity. Oh, is the aircraft, oh, how's it set up? Aircraft. No. Options, simulation. What kind of interior is set to this one? Because it should just be the standard max 189, but apparently not. I'll have to look into that. Okay, so we'll stick to the 180 then, as it says. That's ground services. Fueling starts. That'll take a couple of moments anyway. Passengers start boarding in a couple of moments. And baggage, it's 2300 and 2500. No, not 32,000, that'd be way too much. That looks good. We'll request the carts, and they can also start in just a couple of moments. Will probably take the longest out of all of that. Right, so on to legs for later. We'll go for initial, and we'll set everything up. So we are currently at Rzeszow, Echo Papa Romeo Zulu. Stand for. We'll take the Ryanair RS first, and then we'll take the stand location. Looking pretty good. It is winter at the moment, so snow covers the plains. So take that and plug it in to the IRS. Apply to Stansted Echo Golf Sierra Sierra. So connects to that sim. So we are RYR 2137, flying a Boeing 738. And the flight plan I'll put in a second. Company routes we won't use. Flight number is FR2137. Runway in use today. Let's get a weather check, shall we? WX EPRZ. Currently 15 knots at 280. So put some information up as well. EPRZ search. Okay, there's a slightly dated map. It's for some reason got both the runways. Okay, well it'll be 27 to take off anyway, so I'll plug that in. Right. Plugging our flight plan. So first point is Govry. This is a direct point out of the airport. There's no stars for us today. Then it's actually, is there a star? Check my chart. Yeah, direct to Govry. Then it's Tango 738 to Lassis. Then it's direct to DSAR. Directs to Larritt. Directs to Romeo Kilo November. Take the closer one. Then it's directs to Rinnis. Followed by Odessi. We then come into land. So not really airways apart from that Tango 738. Anyways, that's all set. And then the IRS will align in approximately 7 minutes. Right, so flight plan's been set. We'll now go for performance data. So route's been done, performance. Right, let's pop up the tablet, shall we? See if I remember how to do this. Right, so airport search. We are currently at EPRZ. Runway 27. So yeah, just be 27. Won't say on 27. Yeah, 27. Conditions right now, I'd say icy. Probably puts it just wet. Current winds I can grab from the weather updates. 280.15. 280/15. Current temperature 9 degrees. QNH. Yeah, this is where it is in American, so I need to go to the utilities. Is it not that one? Which is the one? No. It's Fahrenheit, isn't it? Sorry. So part utilities. I need to get the temperature conversion. So Celsius to Fahrenheit. 9 is 48.2. 48.2. Oops. Okay, just 48, although it didn't do. QNH 1025. Take off weight. That will be. Take off weight. Take off weight. 71989. Center of gravity is 23.3. Takeoff, flap config, flaps 5, AC, AI. calculates. Flap derate or increase weight. Ooh, okay, that's a new one. Try flaps 10. You know, max takeoff is 79016. Let's give that a go. 790, whoops, 16. Calculate that. Okay, yeah, that's gonna work. So if we go back to you, 71989. Center gravity is fine. I think. Yeah, too high, so it goes back again. 23.3. Optimum. Take off 2. Oh, it's in pounds. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Convert the weight. Sorry, that makes a lot more sense. I forget it's American. Yeah, go back, convert weights. So, kilos to pounds. 71989. 158708. 158708. 158708. Was it 1025? Alright, so that should make a bit more sense now. Perfect. Alright, so it's 129146. I should do this all start first, so pop that in. Reserves 1.1. Cost next to 23. Cruising altitude of 380. Average winds are 337 at 48 knots. Let's keep that. N1 limit. And takeoff. Yeah, so just take off, no need for any derate. Flaps, so using 10 degrees of flaps. 25.7 actually, so I'm just going to adjust that. Show keyboards, 25.7. Calculate you. Yeah, 129146. 129146. You see the FMS has given us actually quite low numbers. 119 rotates, 152. So I'm going to go based on what the FB there is telling me. Welcome Laura, how are you doing? Have a nice flight. Much appreciated. I'm sure we will. Alright, let's set these passengers aboard now, shall we? So, FS actions, ground services. Start boarding in just a second, because we also need to get this all going. So, start flights. ECAR Zeta, Echo Golf Lima. Time to takeoff is... what time is it now? 13. So if I say 7 plus 5 is 12. Flight time is 2:45. Cruising altitude 38. And we are FR 21367. Sorry. 738. 184 souls on board. Or passengers on board. Sorry, souls on board will be plus crew. No Wi-Fi. We will play boarding music in the form of Ryanair. And we have got a safe demonstration also in the form of Ryanair. So start you. And virtual Ryanair. You can also start you. So passengers now start boarding the aircrafts. We'll let them do their first few things before we say welcome on board. While we're at it, let us also check the other setup. So fuel is done, so we can now release the fuel truck. And the seatbelt sign can come on. Passengers will take a few minutes to get on board, which is fine. Baggage handling, probably should start that as well. Oops, it's going to cause a bit of a delay now. Oh well. And then ground power, stay active until we're ready. Since fuel's on, we turn on the left fuel pump, so we'll turn the APU on later. And all's looking good here at Rzeszow today. Let's speak to the passengers, shall we? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, even. And welcome aboard this flight FR2137 from Rzeszow Jasionka to London Stansted Airport. Flight time today will be 1 hour and 45 minutes. And in just a couple of moments, we'll start our pushback and ready for departure. So we ask you to sit back, relax, enjoy your flight. And if you have any questions, feel free to speak to our cabin crew today. Thank you. Generic. And seatbelt sign on to the overhead. Hi Darren, how you doing? So set everything up now for the 38,000 cruise. I'm good. First stream back since returning from Finland. And yeah, I've been alright. Let's go for avatar view again. Let's walk around the aircraft to make sure everything's looking good. As I say, it's the least, most underrated mode in P3D in my opinion, avatar. As you get out of the airplane, walk around, take a look at the model up close. Yep, that engine's looking good. Body's looking good. I love it, I really do. You've got the flashing light on the aircraft data reflection, PBR. Using PMDG's ground services for this, although for pushback, I'm almost certainly going to be using GSX. Yeah, Delta Yankee Alpha, our go-to aircraft for these operations. Welcome back, how you doing? How you doing? There's actually an aircraft nearby. And that reminds me, since we're on that sim, I should probably send this flight plan in as well before I forget. So, we are going from EPRZ to Echo Golf Sierra Sierra. E-hands our alternative, departing at 15. Zulu already. Time is 2:45, which is 1:45 flight time. They give us 2:45 block time. We have 3 hours and 30 fuel on board. We're cruising at 380. Our route is as follows. Send and receive. Flight plan filed. Projects flight, just probably start the flights as well, so you can track me on that if you got me on Projects Flight. Welcome Elias, how you doing man? Hi, Mitakulu. Yeah, I'm looking at next weekends to do your 350 flights. Maybe I just need to remind myself how to fly a 350 before I do that one. Nice, the Yaris is aligned, that's looking good. Start up the AQ while we're at it. Look, so yeah, we're now fueled. Passengers are about halfway through boarding. That cargo is going to take a little while to complete because, as I say, I did start it a little bit later than I should have done. As for the opening ground, that's fine. We check the FMS, make sure everything's looking good. Performance is fine. We'll keep that on the back end. Oh, I killed it. Oh, that was odd. Yeah, you can ignore the most fastest airport map. It's not taking my POS scenery for this one, so I'm using Drawyah Designs Polish Airports Volume 1 for Rzeszow. Not quite transcribed on that. What else can we do? Utilities, yeah, got a scratch pad, that's always quite helpful. With no active controller right now. Yeah, the only one active right now is Asia Sensor. We aren't flying anywhere near Greece for this one. I'll presume the closer it gets to the UK. Actually, Germany's pretty active as well. Germany already does quite good. Oh, have you got the membership back? Oh, so has YouTube unpaused it then? I'll look into that. Cheers, man. Appreciated. Is our park brake not set? Oops. Yeah, so the only thing I'm going to really do here is push back in departure. We'll come back to that when we're actually ready for it. Why have it disappeared? So basically, with YouTube, because of the new child safety laws that came into play, they went a bit overkill, as the people say, and decided to basically, if your video is set as made for children, it kind of just takes away everything. So you lose your comments, you lose your chats, you lose your customization options, and a few other things in the back end as well. And so basically you have to mess around with your settings to get any of that back. It's a pain, but it's the way YouTube operate now, so that's what gets to play the hard way, I guess. It's a weird mess. It's a weird mess. Not too many people are happy with it, I can tell you that for a fact. Load time we'll go for right now, 14:13. Oh yes, you got your cabin videos as well. Okay, there's no node hands active right now. You can actually add an airport that doesn't appear on your thing. That's quite useful. I like that. Yeah, I'm at a point where I might even, just for the sake of speeding things up, just quick load the aircraft with its cargo. That's reference. Let's go back to actions ground. We've got autogun operations. That's just automatically set the aircraft up. Only about halfway through the cargo right now. Fuel's on board. Passengers are also still boarding, actually. As soon as the passengers are finished, we'll then just jump the rest of that and get ready to go. Not check for departure, but as I said, there actually is a 1 Echo departure. And that is just direct to Govry anyway, so it doesn't actually do anything. But it exists. Ah, only from my 9 though, so no, it doesn't exist. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, 1 hour 45 minutes of flight time. It's a relatively easy one to do. So that's 128 for Unicom, just in case I need to communicate with anyone. There we go. We've got British Airways somewhere overhead. Yeah, we'll just speed load the rest. Cheating, I know, but hey, someone's got to do it. So yeah, 180. It was 2300 and 2500. Done. Passenger aircraft's loaded. Ground services. Yes, I'm sure that the real-world pilots would love to kind of just shuffle everyone on board, get the aircraft going within seconds. Right. So yes, there's not yet. Release, and drive away, Ground power. We can actually disconnect now as well, since the APU is active. APU bleed on. So release the ground power units. There we go. Retracts the air stairs. Release. And then go to doors. Doors are all closing. Cargo doors are also closed. Well, they actually do it automatically. That is very nice. And there we go. All the vehicles will now clear the area. So if I pop up this and prepare pushback and departure, we'll be using, it'd be Baltic ground here. And that should be Warsaw services, but not an option. Right, quick edit pushback, I don't like that. Oh wait, the part about pushback, sorry. We don't need it because the way Rzeszow operates is, yes, we have a jet bridge here, but if we park the aircraft, the rear of the plane up against the red line, we can just turn around from the spot. So, I lie, we don't need to push back for this one. Get the operation itself was a bit strange.
We're ready to go when you are.
Thank you. So, let's make sure we've got all the information I require. Should be traffic. No need for weather, it's pretty clear. Water pumps on, we have sensor tank, yes we do. Welcome Edward, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat. All looks good. Let's start up the engines. Engine 2 starts. So yeah, just quickly stick our guy in front of the engine. Whoops. Right, engine 2 will click over in a second. There we go. Engine 1 starts. Engine 1 fuel flow set. Trim to 395. A bit weird, sticky trim. Does our trim not go any more forward than that? Very strange. I'll have to check the stick. Maybe that's just not working. Do I have any long haulers? Yes, I've got quite a few in X-Plane. I've got the 787 by Magnite, 767 by Flight Factor, and a couple others as well. For P3D, not so much. I've got the 777 for FSX, but the problem is I'll have to load up FSX for that one. I've got a couple of them. A350 as well, so I've also got for the X-Plane as well. Alright, to me, sorry, I should set the strobes as well. Forgot to do that. Come on. And set the TCAS to get to the runway. Let's clear the wall chocks. Another thing I probably should have done a couple of moments ago, but forgot to do. You can tell I'm used to this. Yeah, ground services. Remove chocks. EPRZ ground. Taxiing. Run stand 4 to runway 27. Turn on the taxi lights. Release the parking brakes. And let's go to the runway. There we go. Pretty standard manoeuvre here at Rzeszow Flats. Aircraft is 180. And taxi its way to the runway. Down to 5 degrees. Hard short points, just where those two flashing lights are on the other side of the taxiway. Not the clearest points in the world, but it does its job. And stop. Right, we announce EPRZ traffic, backtrack and departing runway 27. Check, make sure that no one's on final. Make sure no one's on the wrong side of the runway. All looks clear. Landing lights active. Turn off lights on. Taxi lights off. Sets TCAS to. Oops, squawk. Sorry. Let's turn off the. Turn on that. reject takeoff brakes set. Quick final check, make sure everything is set. Flaps 5 degrees. Yep, we're good to go. Auto throttle armed. Put a comma there, so I can imagine Lots is just double checking that message. I might guess if I can see him here, which I can't. There's a chance that he could actually be flying to Rzeszow himself, just double checking his messages. And you only do that when you're on X-planes, so another reason to bring that home. Can't use avatar mode when the airplane's moving too quickly. So you do it during pushback, but that's about it. Welcome, iStar. How are you doing today? We are going to London Stansted from Rzeszow today. Now, this used to be where the runway ended. You can actually still see where the turnaround point and then the runway used to be. All this bit was closed. So, just there, you can see the old training school. It's closed now. And so there's a taxiway that goes right behind this runway, which aircraft passing too low could hit other aircraft. So they closed off the runway, but then a couple of years ago they extended the motorway to our left, so they widened it up and made the dual carriageway. And as a result, they closed down that flying school, and the taxiway behind the runway was shut, which meant they could basically double the length of this runway with relative ease. Right, so at Rzeszow, I know that it is anti-clockwise aircraft to turn around at. Good. Got takeoff clearance. Let's go. Never works. Don't know why. Never works. Same if I do for N1, won't do anything. If I just turn on the auto throttle, it'd help. I'm pressing the wrong button. There's a button somewhere on here. That one. There we go. V1. Rotate.
V2.
It's a very slippery runway, that. Certainly very icy. V2. Also climb gear up, sorry. There we have it. 3000. Autopilot activates, lock the gear, flaps 1 degree. Reset the auto brakes as well. In a second, flaps can come up. Right, takeoff completed. Now wait for 10,000 feet, working and operates the landing lights. Seatbelt sign turn off relatively soon as well, given that we are flying very stable, no turbulence reported. The airport ground scenery is there as well. I need to try and look into black marble or something again, because the way that with the grounds, original, everything, it's another fantastic add-on I do miss from P3D. Passing through 8,000. Temperature set, passing through 75. Very nearly at 10,000. There we go. Running lights from the time off. Seatbelt sign can also turn off since I'm relatively happy. I'm not going to deal with too much in the way of winds. Those signs I realised I did not meant to press that button. Right. Sign off. Let's have a look at our passengers today. All satisfied. A couple of them upset for some reason. Not too sure why. So those who are upset are generally hungry. So we'll see if the food service maybe cheer any of them up. So, how are you guys doing, viewers? Hope you're all doing well. As always, anything you want to chat about, anything you want to know, feel free to say, and we'll go for it. I mean, we can talk about everything from flights in 2020 down to Finland actually. Got to fly the 737-700s. A right-hand flight back. with Norwegian, ended up on a jet time wet lease. So that was a pretty fun one. Fling climbs like a rocket. It's so small, yet the engines are powerful enough to really send that thing flying. It's a fun little aircraft. The original 737. 700s. I mean, I like my 800s, but that thing was just, it was different. It's a whole new world. But hey, tomorrow should be interesting as well. In fact, more interesting, because I'm flying the 712. So I fly to Venice in the morning before switching over to a Volotea 717 200 to Catania. So that I'm very excited for. Never been a rear mountain engine aircraft before, so I'm sitting right at the back. And I don't know, there's a thing with the 717, or even the old DC-9 McDonnell Douglas series that has its own charm. A lot of people don't like them, but at least from what I've seen, I love it. Though yes, I am yet to fly in one, so maybe my opinions will change then. But yeah, as I say, from what I've seen, it's a funky little aircraft. The Boeing McDonnell Douglas merger, love child. The Boeing that never was. Pass through 20,000 now, flight level 200. As I say, in fact, let me check the, let's have a look at flight radar. Not flight radar, sorry, Project Flies radar. They're basically the same thing. Flight radar's real world. Oops, Project Fly radar is for simulation. Oops, I'm trying to make the window a bit bigger. For some reason I can't actually get to the corner. There. So, we're not in Milan, we are in Poland. There we are. 2137, Rzeszow Stansted. It's going to time for after 2 hours 1 minute, but once we get to cruise that will certainly love a bit. You a lot Polish Airlines, yeah, you're in the former Eurolot that. From Gdansk to Krakow. We've got a very long haul, this 777 whiskey from Houston to Dubai. Some people say that plane has no range. Look at that. By the time it gets to the UK, you're only halfway through that flights to Dubai. There's a mess up the iPad down to adjust that for the next message that comes in. Old, who are you? Sun class 321. That heart threw me off there. Looks like a Thomas Cook logo. I thought it was like a person living old memories. Yeah, got a 747 and the old heritage livery. And the Negus livery going to Washington Doors from Heathrow. There's Bishop Stortford. How is it looking over there? Got a couple of aircraft on the ground that you've just departed. Yes, you have. Oops, what's happened there? Looks like we're losing internet connection at the moment. Should still be going. Yes, we are. Yeah, you're a Jet 2 going to Palma de Mallorca. On the ground, you've got an EasyJet to Munich and a Ryanair to Frankfurt. So, a few more on VATSIM to get to talk those later. And also on VATSIM, you just departed. We're going to. If you're going to Bordeaux, you're going the wrong way, mate. Stansted to Bordeaux, and you're flying north. Check your routing there if I were you. In fact, your vertical speed is minus 300 feet per minute. I hope you're alright. I can take to Luton. I presume flying onto set. Yeah, so I was going to loop around north, which is fine. 10,000 feet. And this one here is the one that I'm a little concerned by. Very odd. I need to disconnect it for a second there. Anyways, let's go back to our aircraft. Switch our flight to try and progress across the map. Manchester Krakow, you're also going to be you're an EasyJet. Could be a Ryanair. Right, back to the flight at hand. Lights on, so we can turn off center fuel tanks. Just pass through flight over 290, so we're very nearly at cruise. Okay, there's EasyJet there, in the form of an Orbit Airlines. Yeah, if you're coming to land, we'll try to get to watch that one. Thing is, do I invest in an AI add-on for model matching P3D, VATSIM? If I do, is it worth it? Given the upcoming Microsoft Flight Simulator, where I'm fairly sure, if it's as good as what I've played so far, as good as what I've seen so far, almost certainly going to make a massive jump to. How much more money do I invest in the current gen flight sims before the next gen comes out? Will I still use current gen? Certainly not as much, but it's one of those that I may pop back into if there's a certain aircraft I'm missing. X-plane more so. If there's an aircraft and X-plane that I say I miss, wants to go fly again, then good chance I can jump back for that. But we'll see what happens. go, 32,320. Another air of high altitude clouds to pass around us as well. In the wing, shall we? My favourite flights, especially in this platform, is when you're kind of just surfing the high altitude clouds, definitely. At least in the P3D FSX, it has been quite flat, quite nothing too. There you go, you pass through it, they're gone. Fade out of reality. X-Plane F3D and a lot more detailed as results. I noticed there's certain effects to that flat cloud. In fact, let's turn the seatbelt sign on now because the turbulence is picking up. Passing through that, starting a bit more wind than I was anticipating there. Not wind, but just well, cloud types basically. Let's adjust the green bar. So continue climb, get to a more level altitude, we'll continue. Almost at cruise. A little bit of turbulence there just to pass through. Should be 2.2, but hey, right now it's emissions flaps 30 off and anti-ice, and that we'll also get later once we're ready to land. So else we can play around with, so scratch pads, tire if I need it, a few more, a lot of conversions, probably definitely come in handy. Whoa. I did not like that. I did certainly not like that. Okay. That's a new one for me. I know I was expecting turbulence, but that was certainly more than what I was bargaining for there. I was definitely finding it more stable now. Our passengers didn't get too much of that either. They're still satisfied at least. Yeah, a few upset, but as long as no one's fearing, it's the main one that I guess would have caused concern there. The aircraft was just bunny hopping for whatever reason. Certainly not normal. There it was again, except that was right on 38,000 feet. If the aircraft keeps level, I can then turn off the seatbelt sign. With a meal service starting. But that very much was not what I was hoping for. Okay, turn that off now. Right, back to a steady level flight. Welcome to chat, Al Pepino, how you doing? New on P3D? Not really, no. I've had P3D for a little while, but I've just never really had anything to do on it until the NGXu came out. I mean, I've always liked the TFDI Design 717, but besides that, all of my add-ons are either FSX compatible, and therefore I can use on P3D, or I just got used to the X-Plane platform, but not particularly new to the sim, no. It's just nice kind of come back to it, for sure. Happy New Year. You too, man, you too. This is on VATSIM, flying on VATSIM. So you'll be able to track my flights on that. Also, track me on Project's flight as well. Currently, we are over Germany. Oh no, I lie. We're still over Poland. We actually haven't done too much of this so far. It is now 45 flights. So yeah, we're still over Poland. Just to the south of Wrocław right now. to Ryanair events? Not that I know of. Could be, but not that I know of. If it is, then I'm not complaining. More points for me. So we're about to see you flying right now. Try and find you on the qualify map. What route are you doing? Engine's really spawning up there. A bit of interesting turbulence so far. Nothing too major. There's a little bit of turbulence. On NGXu and cruising. Green line of R360, something like that. What is it? Green line of R360. And whereabouts does that display? Whereabouts are you reading that? That's Gentle line, so it's not that. Is it on your primary display? Is it on the navigation display?